it almost fully disconnected the tire. Ready, set, go!
Oh geez, I'm slipping. All right, let's check out the rest of this facility.
Well, one, you have to replace all four.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We are in Phoenix, Arizona right now. We're gonna go see my buddy, Max Hart. He used to be a content guy back in the day, and that's how we met, but now he does Turo full time. So we're gonna check out his facility, see the cars he has, and see which one is the most profitable. I think the car I wanna see is the Ferrari 488. So I got Jory here.
We do. Let's go.
Let's run it. Is this Sweet 60? Yeah, it is.
So this is what we're working on right now.
What are you guys gonna do with it?
Tow it to Penske Collision Center. We're gonna try to fix it.
There we go. Jesus.
So they hit a curb. It blew the airbag. It almost fully disconnected the tire. So this thing's like almost not even connected.
Jesus.
Obviously this is all gonna be replaced, possibly suspension, whatever else is in there. This part of the back panel, the bumpers, is like coming off, and then there's, on the skirt, there's some holes in it, so.
You just got this thing.
I know, it's like 21 days ago.
Nice car.
It is.
Just slightly broken.
It was.
It was a nice car.
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite car you have right here?
This is probably one of them.
Really?
That
just
or
one of them, right?
Or the 911 is sweet.
What's all the Teslas?
So there's two companies here.
Yeah, EV Charge.
Yep, EV Access is here. That's Justin. They have like 200 cars.
Oh, lit.
Like 130 Teslas. Mostly Teslas. You'll see out here Teslas, and then they have most of them, or a lot of them are out on the road. So there's charging 1, 2 chargers, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Did people just drop the car off just to get charged?
No.
Oh.
It's just, they're a car rental company too.
Oh, I was so confused for a second. I was like...
Yeah, but mostly EVs. That's why it's called the EV.
Oh, that makes sense. Explain a little more like what you guys do.
We should do a sit down for that.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, we'll do a sit down. We pretty much just rent out cars. We started with owning our own.
Yeah.
Got up to like 25, and then we got other people's cars. So this Ferrari is a co-host, which is somebody that brings us a car and we'll rent it out for them and have a split on the revenue.
Makes sense.
I mean, really all the high-end stuff that we have is our co-hosts.
Okay.
And then we have 25 gas cars ourselves. Not necessarily, it's investors.
Okay.
So people that, like the guy with the G-Wagon, he has 5 cars with us right now, and they're just investments. He bought this to rent it out. Nobody's happy when cars get in an accident. Yeah, maybe we can get enough.
All 4 tires spinning. Well, one, you have to replace all 4.
Okay. So we had an original office that we bought when we were at 15 cars.
Yeah.
And then from there we went to one of my buddies that had like 180 cars, and he had a good facility just south of here, so it's farther away from the airport. And then he went out of business, and then he gave us all of his co-hosts. So that's why we jumped up and we have all the exotics now.
Yeah.
And then we moved here.
Is it important to be close to the airport?
Oh, it's
Especially
huge.
Yeah.
It's like majorly important. I mean, because that's where 90% of the renters come from, is the airport.
Do you guys drop it off? They come here.
So just for our company, we do drop off.
Okay.
We have a delivery charge.
Do most people kind of pick it up, or they want delivery?
It's probably 50-50.
Okay.
Some people don't want to pay for it, they'd rather Uber.
That makes sense.
So
Might be a little bit
50-50.
different.
Yeah.
Well, it's awesome. Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's check out the space.
So give me a little rundown of kind of how you got started in it.
Yeah, so we started 3 years ago. My brother sent me a YouTube video on somebody that was renting out a Polaris Slingshot.
Yeah.
A 3-wheel car.
I remember you getting one, yeah.
So like that day, or maybe the next day, we bought that same exact car, went out and bought it, rented it out for a while, then I put my personal car on the platform.
Okay.
Then since then, we just started buying really cheap cars. I started buying more and more expensive cars.
So how long have you been doing it for? What, 2 years, 3 years?
It's been about 3 years now.
Oh, damn. Which car does the best? Because obviously you guys have the exotic cars.
Yeah.
But you guys also have the basic cars. Which one sells the most?
There's a couple ways to look at it. Our best one in the past 4 weeks has been our Chevy Tahoe.
Okay.
That one this month will do about 7,000. But then like ROI, based on like ROI, we have like some cheaper cars like a Ford Fusion, Chevy Malibu.
Yeah.
For ROI, those do a lot better.
So do you guys, most of the time, do you guys like charge per mileage, or is it per day rate?
So it's per day, and then they get a certain amount of miles. If they go over, they get charged on the miles. What's your guess on how much it's gonna cost total for this?
With the accident, car's what, 300,000?
Brand new is like 350, current value is like 250. Should we take this Kojak off?
Yeah, you could take this one off.
All right, everybody. Ready, set, go!
Oh, geez, I'm slipping. So also good to have for your portfolio. So anyone starting, what's the first car? If someone's like, I want to Turo a car. What's the first car you'd recommend?
I would say I'm really digging our Volkswagen Tiguan's, other than we have one with a blown engine right now. That's no fun.
Yeah.
Those do really well. I mean, cost versus what they generate, they do great. You buy it for like about 20 grand with low miles, and they make anywhere from like 1,200 to 3,000 a month, which is pretty good. And then we have a Chevy Tahoe that we bought with 60,000 miles. We bought it for like 28. That thing crushes it. Anywhere from like 1,500 on the very, very low end, all the way up to this month we'll do 7 grand.
Damn. Are most of your cars always gone?
Right now, yeah. Right now in season, yeah, 100%. During the weekdays, probably Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's going to be really slow. But then weekends are almost always booked out. So some days we'll have like 70 cars come back in like one day.
Not bad.
Between the two companies, not just ours. This month is a huge jump from like our last biggest month.
Really?
Yeah, so this month we're at 65,000 on Turo, and then we've done another 15 on private, so $80,000 right now between Turo and private, because we do private as well, which is rent directly consumer off the app. So 80,000 right now. We'll probably hit 90,000 this month in gross revenue. Profit will be about 40% margin.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
From the airbags deploying.
Second what?
Let's check out the rest of this facility.
We just pay for our spot, and then we can use pretty much as much parking as we want.
Really?
We have a couple hundred spaces.
Does anyone complain?
No, never. I mean, this is like, we pretty much use this whole square, and then we have more parking on the side. We have I mean, so much parking, it's crazy. If somebody were to come to us and say, hey, we want to rent out spaces, we charge them per spot. Okay. That's typically how it is when you like are smaller and you don't get an office. And you go to somebody like that, you rent out per space.
Do you charge your co-hosts a fee just to have the car with you?
We charge them based on gross revenue. Okay. And then all the hard costs. So we'll charge them for like, we have wash passes. Okay. We have bounties, which are trackers in them. Okay. We have a couple other things, but like all the base costs get passed on to the co-host. And then they obviously cover all the maintenance and stuff. So everything past that, our costs are the office space and then the employees. Yeah. And that comes out of the revenue that we take, which is 30% of the gross revenue. Okay. And then profit about 50% of that.
That's not bad at all.
That one was already hand washed. Oh. Yeah, we keep that one hand washed. You want to buy a Prius?
I'm good. The new Priuses kind of look sick.
Dude, they're nice.
They look like some.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Someone's like, who broke up with Prius? Dude,
I really like them.
So what's your opinion on electric compared to like hybrid? Do you think electric actually going to happen, or do you think they're going to stick with hybrid?
Well, they say that they're going to go fully electric by 2050 in the U.S. for manufacturers. Okay. I don't know though. I mean, that's like a big step.
A lot of people are pulling back.
Well, think about it. Like, people buy certain cars for gas. Yes. Like for the sound or the feel.
That's how I like mine.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think that a lot of cars, like, there's no need for certain cars to be gas. Yeah. Where you're talking about like a newer Mustang, like then it changes it. That's not what people are buying. No, they're not. They're buying the look, the sound, the feel. When you switch to electric, you don't get that. I don't think every car should switch to electric, but I think a lot of them can and should. Hybrid for sure. I mean, a lot of cars can be hybrid.
So do you guys mostly buy gas cars?
Yeah, we are like 99% gas. We have one Tesla Model X that's a vehicle partner. Yeah. That's it.
That's it. Do you guys see it's always better to have it? Do you guys fill up the gas tank, or like, who fills up the gas tank?
They fill up the gas tank, they get charged if they don't. So a traditional rental car company. But the difference between gas and electric, gas you fill up right away. It's like 5 seconds. And you can run to the gas station. But electric, you got to plug it in. If you got a slow charger, like I forget what they're called, but it takes like 10 hours. Yeah.
Charge point,
like versions of it, like stage 1, stage 2, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, they're
like
so slow.
Some take like 12 hours.
Or sometimes they won't charge.
Yeah, and then the fast chargers take like an hour. So like if you're turning a car around to give you a gas in like 30 minutes, you can't. If it's empty on electricity, you can't turn around that fast. But gas, you run to the gas station, clean it, it's good to go in 15 minutes. So I don't know, I think that's could be part of why Hertz had trouble. Yeah. It's just really hard to turn around cars, and then there's a lot more added systems to it that people don't realize. You need more systems than a traditional gas car. Yeah. So it makes it a little bit harder.
Makes sense. Well, let's go drive some cars.
Yeah, let's check it out.